Gizzo, you already know what time it is, man. It's your boy, Grown Man Business TV. Feel what I'm saying? Now listen, man, you can tap in and you can tap out, but you know my slogan. You know what I suggest, and I suggest you tap in, so let's get right into it. Now listen, you already know time and energy are the highest forms of currency, my G. Time, energy, the highest forms of currency. I know they got you out here chasing the bag, chasing that money, chasing that moolah, getting to that paper, stacking that cheese, that mozzarella, that dough. But always keep it in the front of your mental Rolodex that time and energy are the highest forms of currency. Big salute to all my day one investors. Everybody that's highly invested in the channel, Grown Man Business TV, you already know what it is. Tap in and tap out, right? Be growing this thing organically. Yeah. This is that organic, straight out the soil. You know what I mean? So big salute to y'all. You already know. Constant elevation. Yeah, we on our way to the top. We approaching 30,000 subscribers, and we are not stopping. So big salute to all my day one investors. Even bigger salute to my wrenches, everybody that got that blue wrench, everybody that's handling the chat, all my mods. You already know how we giving it up. It's Grown Man Business TV. Even bigger salute to all my newcomers, all my new investors, all my new subscribers, everybody that's tapped into the channel, everybody that's highly invested, everybody that's making their way to Grown Man Business TV. I highly appreciate y'all. You already know. I don't just call y'all subscribers, but I titled y'all investors because y'all invest time and energy into the channel, always looking for that information straight off the brick into the bottles. So big salute to all my newcomers. Make sure, you understand me? You hit the like button, you hit the subscribe button, and you getting those notifications for these live streams, for this pure dope. Yeah. This is some of the purest dope on YouTube. I can't give it to you every day. Dro, I'm cleaning it big. What it do, Dro the poet? Big wrenches. You understand? So big salute to all my newcomers. Big salute to everybody that's tapped into the channel, man. We doing our numbers. We definitely doing our numbers. You know, one thing for sure, two things for certain. My numbers is going up, even though I'm not coming on every day. Even though I'm not coming in front of y'all, I'm not going live on every topic. I'm not bombarding y'all with content. You understand what I'm saying? You got to know the analytics say, man, we doing numbers right now. So big salute to everybody that's locked into the channel. Yeah. Pure dope. I'm not going to put nothing on it. I'm not going to step on it. I'm not going to put nothing in it. No quinine, no baking soda. You already know the motto, right? Straight off the brick into the bottles. And today, you know, we're going to be talking about a man by the name of Mike Jefferies. Mike Jefferies. Have you heard of Mike Jefferies? Have you seen Mike Jefferies? Do you know what's going on with Mike Jefferies? Absolutely not. 9 times out of 10, you know what I'm saying? The majority of y'all are not going to know the name Mike Jefferies. But that's why you got Grown Man Business TV. You know what I mean? The voice is more powerful than CNN. The voice is more powerful than Fox News. It's more powerful than Charlemagne the God and DJ Envy playing butt tag every day on the Breakfast Club on your morning radio. Mike Jefferies. I said that. Now, when you get a chance, you go ahead and look at the thumbnail. You go ahead and look at the title of this live stream right here, this pure dope, and you Google Mike Jefferies. See, one thing for sure, two things for certain, man. I'm disgusted. I'm disgusted with the culture. I already told y'all how I felt about Angela Reese, Angel Reese, whatever it is. You already know she gonna be half naked when she step out. I already approached that situation, but I want to take it to a higher level here at Grown Man Business TV. And I never really liked how the media, how the higher ups and the elites, how all these big publications, all these big, sites was handling P. Diddy. Yeah, I know we saw the video of what he did with Cassie. He was gorilla pimping. Yeah, Puff Daddy was gorilla pimping when it came to Cassie. And I know a lot of y'all felt the way about that. It is what it is, and it'll be what it's going to be when it come to gorilla pimping. And he paid Cassie $30 million. And everywhere I look, all over the net, these different content creators, they claim they outside but they inside creating content wherever you at. I don't respect how y'all been stepping on Diddy before he had his day in court. I don't respect that anything that the mass media put in front of y'all just believe it. Any narrative that they put in front of y'all, even though we already know, if you in tune with Grown Man Business TV, you already know You know what I mean? Don't look for the double cross. Always pay attention to the what? The triple cross. So when y'all see these stories, when y'all see, 1,000 bottles of baby oil, I think it's disgusting work. I think it's disgusting work that they can use y'all to delete your own. They can use the culture, the black culture. They manipulate y'all. They use y'all. And they let y'all cut the head off the king. They let y'all assassinate the leaders. They let y'all assassinate the billionaires. They let y'all do it. But right now we talking about Mike Jeffries, because I'm going to show y'all exactly what they do for their kind. Oh, it's a big difference. Mike Jeffrey and Sean P. Diddy Combs, Sean Baby Oil P. Diddy Combs, they got treated totally different right here on American soil. And again, who gonna do the due diligence? Who gonna step out the crowd of the content creators and give you that pure dope grown man business TV? No one other than me. I told y'all I carved out a lane for the real, and I'm the only one in it. I'm the only one in this lane. You ain't heard nobody talking about Mike Jeffries. None of your content, nobody. I don't care how many millions of subscribers. You ain't heard nobody. But it don't matter, because it's integrity over content over here at Grown Man Business TV. Integrity over content. R. Kelly, Bill Cosby, P. Diddy, all had their characters assassinated for the public to see. They all had narratives. And yeah, I said R. Kelly. I don't care how you feel about it. Yeah, I said R. Kelly. There was an agenda. They didn't just knock R. Kelly off because R. Kelly was such a predator. The higher ups and the elites are all predators. They deal with the little youngsters. They all deal with children. They all deal with babies. What R. Kelly was doing is not out of the ordinary for the industry. But they wanted R. Kelly's publishing. You know, songs like I Believe I Can Fly. You feel me? I mean, millions and billions of dollars in publishing and royalties. Who owns those? We ain't gonna get into that. R. Kelly, Bill Cosby, Puff Daddy, all had their characters assassinated for the world to see. Now, I wanna give y'all some game on this. We gonna get right into this. Mike Jeffries. Puff Daddy, he said, yo, I'm going to give y'all $50 million. I'm going to give y'all a $100 million house. I'm going to do X, Y, and Z. All I want to do is get a bail. And they denied Diddy bail 3 times. But old Michael Jeffries, yeah, he got a 10. Hold on. Big salute to the chat. Hit the like button. Hit the subscribe button. I'm gonna let y'all hear it out their own mouth, and we gonna break this down. But it's nasty work. And I'm talking to black people, man. Let's be frank about it. Let's be honest about it. I'm talking about, when I talk about the culture, I'm talking about the black culture. Y'all ain't got no proof. Diddy ain't been found guilty. None of that. And y'all stepped on him. Y'all smutted him out. Y'all did him dirty. The white man ain't got to do it no more. All the white man got to do is show y'all some false narratives, and y'all will do it yourself. You should be ashamed of yourself. So big salute to the chat, man. Hit the like button, subscribe button. Let's watch this. I want y'all to open y'all ears. I want y'all to open your eyes, and I want you to open your ears on this. Pure dope straight off the brick into the bottles. Let's get into this. Salute to the chat.
First at 6, the former CEO of Abercrombie and Fitch, Mike Jeffries, appearing in federal court in West Palm Beach. He is one of 3 men at the center of an FBI investigation accused of running a prostitution and international sex trafficking operation.
The defendants allegedly preyed on the hopes and dreams of their victims by exploiting, abusing, and silencing them to fulfill their own desires with insidious secret intentions.
Good evening. I'm Felicia Rodriguez. Investigative reporter Terry Parker was in court for today's hearing and has been digging through that indictment. She learned prosecutors believe these crimes were going on for years.
The indictment charges that from 2008 to 2015, Michael Jefferies, his partner Matthew Smith, and their employee ran an international sex trafficking ring and prostitution business. And they used a network of people to make it all happen and to keep it secret. In court today, Jefferies appeared calm. And when the judge told him that he knew his lawyer and he was excellent, Jefferies said, "Good. I'm glad to hear that." 80-year-old Michael Jefferies, former CEO of Abercrombie & Fitch, looked calm, wearing a navy pullover sweater and white pants, leaving federal court surrounded by his lawyers after the judge ruled he could go free on bond while fighting his sex trafficking charges. Prosecutors agree with his lawyers on a $10 million bond, secured by a house he co-owns with his wife in Fishers Island, New York. Jefferies will be fitted with a GPS ankle monitor and restricted to his home on Palm Beach. The indictment states that Jefferies, his life partner Matthew Smith, and an employee of theirs used their power, wealth, and Jefferies' position at Abercrombie to entice more than a dozen young male model hopefuls to attend parties where they were forced into sex acts.
To anyone who thinks they can exploit and coerce others by using the so-called casting couch system, this case should serve as a warning. Prepare to trade that couch for a bed in federal prison.
Prosecutors say Jefferies used the promise of being an Abercrombie model to coerce the men into sex, often using drugs. The indictment says their employees scouted the young men from across the world and invited them to parties where they were then forced into having sex with Jefferies and Smith and others.
Jeffries and Smith.
Now, I'm going to run that back. Big salute, MJ. I see you in the chat. Aboriginal man, I see you in the chat. I'm going to run that back. But let's break this down a little bit before we get right back into. I'm going to run that back for you. Mike Jeffries is the CEO of Abercrombie and Fitch. Y'all remember the clothing, Abercrombie and Fitch? I'm sure I'm saying it wrong. I never wore it, but I remember hearing it. You know, I had some dog fur having friends that used to wear Abercrombie and Fitch. You feel me? I was more into polo. Yeah, I had the polo back in the day. You know, the iceberg slim. But the Abercrombie and Fitch, that was for the upper echelon dog fur having people. He's the CEO. This here is the CEO of Abercrombie and Fitch, who has a sex trafficking charge as we speak right now, where they accuse this dog fur having man right here of having sex parties. You know, like Puff Daddy. You know what I'm saying? It's a yeah. What he was doing was he was luring in young models, young men, young male models, and he was promising these models to be Abercrombie and Fitch models for sex acts. Him, his wife, he got a life partner. These guys for years now was getting it popping. Now let's look at something, because we're gonna get back into this. This is nasty work. And all 59 of y'all have never heard his name one time. This man right here. Now, when Bill Cosby went to jail at 80 years old, did 3 years on his head, easy money. Huh? But the CEO of Abercrombie and Fitch, the dog fur having CEO, he get to go home while facing his sex trafficking charges. I can't make this up. I can't make it up. Now, I want to show y'all something before we get back into the video. I want to show you guys something real fast, all right? Salute to the chat. It's going to be easy money today. We're not going to stay long. I'm going to make it pure, and I got to get some sleep, all right? This guy right here, Mike Jeffries, is worth about $300 million. So he's no small guy. He's no little fish, this guy right here. He's a big dog, all right? Mike Jeffries, do your research on him, all right? So I just want you to see he's the CEO of Abercrombie and Fitch. He's a big dog, and he's a big dog. He's a big shark in these waters. He's no puppy. He's no guppy. All right? So I wanted to just let y'all see how dog fur, the white people, the dog fur having Caucasian man, what they do, how they protect. I'm not saying it's right. I'm not saying it's wrong. I saw Diddy and what he did to Cassie, and he gave her $30 million. I think that's just as due. I think he paid his debt to society. But if Mike Jeffries is worth 300 million, and you got Diddy that's a billionaire, 900 millionaire, who's willing to give up the whole 300 million that Mike Jeffries is worth. He was willing to give up damn near $300 million to get bail. Mike Jeffries had to come off for $10 million. Went straight to the house. And they said he was looking real relaxed. He had his Abercrombie and Fitch sweater on. You know, he had security lead him to the limousine. So I'm just showing you this to let you know, I don't really care what you think about this dude. It's none of your business. Never let the higher-ups and the elites paint a narrative. Never let them confuse you. Never let them brainwash you. Because they never do that to their own people. They never do that. Let's look at this again. Utterly nasty work right here. Let's look at this again. Big salute to the chat. Open your ears. Let's listen to this.
It's the former CEO of Abercrombie and Fitch.
Look. He got an Abercrombie and Fitch sweater on. Look how easy he's walking to the limousine right now. Listen to this. Look at this guy. Listen to this.
Jeffries, appearing in federal court in West Palm Beach. He is one of 3 men at the center of an FBI investigation.
Now look at that face right there. I mean, the dog fur is all over the place. I mean, these people look like cavemen. This a caveman right here. Respectfully. Respectfully. He got that reptile DNA. They get to looking like the elephant man in the face, homie. They get to looking like the elephant man in the face. These is the dudes that you got to know, money or not, they over top of dudes like Diddy. These is the people you supposed to be looking at. Diddy, R. Kelly, Bill Cosby. Distractions from dog fur having men like right here. Look at this guy. Look at this right here. And you got to know something. I know YouTube is going to shadow ban, because I'm not up here down in Diddy. I'm pointing you in the direction of Mike Jeffries. Now I want y'all to listen. Open your ears now, because they done told you. Hold on, cuz. Hold on there, They done already told you about P. Diddy. They done told you about the 1,000 bottles of baby oil. They told you about Cassie. They done painted this narrative about P. Diddy, and you ain't heard a goddamn thing about Mike Jeffries. Well, let's listen about Mike Jeffries. Now, we done already got enough of Diddy. All right, people? We know Diddy had the baby oil. We know Diddy had the freak-offs, because that's what they called it. They called it a freak-off for Diddy, and they called it a sex party for Michael Jeffries. Let's listen to this. Look at this guy right here. Let's listen to this.
We've got passion, we've got determination.
Oh, here we go.
If we set our sights and...
Here we go. Don't play with me. Salute to the chat, man. 122 people in here. Make sure y'all hit the like button. Let's look at this. Nasty work, my G.
And international sex is one of
Nasty work. Look at Mike Jeffries. Look. He got this police. He got the marshals. He got the marshals walking his predator. This is a predator right here. He ain't got a handcuff on. He ain't got no shackles on. He paid $10 million, and he about to go back to his house where he can have more sex parties with more young men. You know, Rainbow Coalition sex parties. He's a transmission. He's one of them. So he get to go home. to his family. Hold on. Let's look at, listen to this.
3 men at the center of an FBI investigation accused of running a prostitution and international sex trafficking operation.
The defendants allegedly preyed on the hopes and dreams of their victims by defendants.
Investigation accused of running a prostitution and international sex trafficking operation.
Prostitution in an international sex operation. Woo! Now that sound a little bit more spicier than a freak off with Diddy. I ain't sure Diddy, I ain't sure they use the word international with P. Diddy. I ain't sure. They said crossing state lines at all time. You know, Diddy and R. Kelly, they was going to New York, and you know, they was going to Nevada, and you know, they was in the United States. This was a nationwide federal investigation. This guy right here is an international sex trafficker. International. And he got a bail. He got a bail. Oh, that dog fur was dog furring. That dog fur was dog furring. The judge had dog fur. The prosecutor got dog fur. The defensive lawyer got dog fur. The police and the state marshal got dog fur. Everybody get the dog fur. Everybody got dog fur in this case. Okay? International. Can't make this shit up, B. I'm talking a whole Neanderthal. This man is a caveman. Even a caveman can do it. You remember the text message. You remember the commercials. You know what I'm talking about. Even a caveman. And you looking at a goddamn caveman right here. International. Look his name. I want y'all to look him up. I want y'all to Google him. Okay?
Investigation accused of running a prostitution and international sex trafficking operation. Accused of running a prostitution and international sex trafficking operation. Accused of running a prostitution and international sex trafficking operation.
The defendants allegedly preyed on the hopes and dreams of their victims by exploiting, abusing, and silencing them to fulfill their own desires with insidious secret intentions.
Good evening. I'm Felicia Rodriguez. Investigative reporter Terry Parker was in court for today's hearing and has been digging through that indictment. She learned prosecutors believe these crimes were going on for years.
For years. He said insidious. Insidious. They was having transmission sex parties, and I'm talking they was partying goddamn dog fur all over the place. And I don't know, Perry girl, I'ma say this. I don't believe he cooked. He ain't P. Diddy. P. Diddy didn't get a bail. P. Diddy offered 10 times the money he offered, and P. Diddy didn't have an international sex trafficking ring, and P. Diddy got denied bail 3 times. But old Mike Jeffries, $10 million, and Mike Jeffries walked to the, he had the state marshal. He was escorted to a limousine where he could brush that dog fur back. Let me tell you something. It's passion in this. It's passion in this because it's just such nasty work. It's nasty work at what everybody is doing and saying about P. Diddy, but then none of y'all know about Mike Jeffries until I just told y'all about Mike Jeffries. And listen to this. This is right now. This right here happened. This right here was a couple of weeks ago when he made bail. So I don't like it. International sex trafficking ring. Diddy said, I'm going to give you my passports. My son's going to give you their passport. My daughters is going to give. Everybody's going to give you the passport. And they still denied his bail. This man got an international, the CEO of Abercrombie and Finch. You know what I'm talking about. I'm more of a polo. Yeah, Armani Exchange. I might do that, but I ain't never do the Abercrombie and Finch. I didn't do that. Let's get back into this. Salute to the chat.
The indictment charges that from 2008 to 2015, Michael Jefferies, his partner Matthew Smith, and their employee ran an international sex trafficking ring and prostitution business. And they used a network of people to make it all happen and to keep it secret. In court today, Jefferies appeared calm, and when the judge told him that he knew his lawyer and he was excellent, Jefferies said, "Good, I'm glad to hear that." 80-year.
The judge told Michael Jeffries, "I know your lawyer. He's very good." Michael Jeffries said, "Good. I'm glad to hear it." And then he walked his ass out the courtroom, B. What are we doing? I'm gonna tell you something. I'm gonna tell you something. Yo, hey boy, this shit next level right here. Michael Jeffries said, "Good. Good. Glad to hear it." Wow, what are we doing here? What are we? Look at this shit right here. They escort. Look at this shit. The police marshals. The marshals. That's Michael Jeffries right there.
Year-old Michael Jefferies, former CEO of Abercrombie and Fitch, looked calm, wearing a navy pullover sweater and white pants, leaving federal court surrounded by his lawyers after the judge ruled he could go free on bond while fighting his sex trafficking charges. Prosecutors agree with his lawyers on a $10 million bond secured by a house he could bond while fighting his sex trafficking. He could go free on bond while fighting his sex trafficking charges. He could go free on bond while fighting his sex trafficking charges. He could go free on bond while fighting his sex trafficking charges.
So the CEO of Abercrombie and Finch, the CEO of Abercrombie and Finch, he get to go free while fighting his sex charges. He get to go home on bail, a $10 million bail, while fighting an international sex trafficking, prostitution, sex party charges. And then y'all want to talk down on Diddy for having 1,000 bottles of goddamn baby oil, for having freak-offs, for having on-site nurses to give you an IV to make sure that you ain't dehydrated when it's time to pop, lock, and drop it. Puff Daddy had an on-site doctor and an on-site nurse so that when it was time for you to pop, lock, and drop it, you won't be dehydrated. Oh, you'll be full of water. You'll be full of water and liquids and electrolytes and, yeah, all of that. Abercrombie and Finch, Mr. Mike Jeffrey, he promised your ass to be a Abercrombie and Finch model. He was busting open Boy Dussy. He was busting open the Badussy, and he was telling them young boy, hey, you could be an Abercrombie and Finch model if you're busting wide open. He was busting their ass. Yeah, he was busting up their back, and he was sending their little asses back. Yeah, you don't get to be. He did exactly what Bill Cosby was doing. They said Bill Cosby allegedly was doing the same thing. Promise you a modeling contract, promise that you're going to be on the Cosby Show, bust open your back, send you home, your career never take off, and here we are. But Mr. Abercrombie and Finch himself, and y'all want to talk about 1,000 bottles of goddamn baby oil. No, I'm here to speak on this, man. I'm here to speak on this. What we talking about? You're welcome. You're welcome. Because that pure dope, I take it right off the brick and I put it in the bottles, homie. And I know you didn't know about Mr. Michael Fitch, Mr. Abercrombie and Fitch himself. You didn't know about that. How he was busting open back. Listen to this. Listen to this. Listen to this. Nah, don't do that. Nah, don't do that. Don't you do that. When I'm getting down on Mr. Abercrombie and Finch, when I'm exposing an international sex ring, when I'm exposing the international sex parties, how he was fooling them little white boys. He was bucking their back out. He was bucking out their back. Them little white boys. I'ma call it, that's what they are. Them little white. He was flying them out. International. I'm talking Paris. I'm talking Japan. Kuwait. Huh? All the way to all the way to the Ukraine. All the way to the goddamn Ukraine. Because you can't, listen to me, you can't tell me he ain't from the Ukraine. You can't tell me he ain't from the Ukraine and the Caucasus Mountains. Yeah, I said it. He from the Ukraine or the Caucasus Mountains. Yeah, he was flying them little white boys out from the Himalayas. You want to be an Abercrombie? Imagine that. You want to be an Abercrombie and French model? Huh? You invited. It's a secret society. All we ask is trust. It's a secret society, and all we ask is trust. You want to be an Abercrombie and Finch model? Huh? You want to work? You want to be a model? Yeah, I said Kales already. Kales? Huh? P. Diddy? Huh? Cosby? We know all of the black predators. You know what they was doing. You know how many bottles of baby oil they had. You know what was in the baby oil. You know that Diddy was spiking the drinks. You know that Bill Cosby was spiking the pudding. But you don't know nothing. You don't know nothing about Mr. Abercrombie and Fitch. You don't want to talk about his y'all talk about everybody and y'all talk about their veneers and y'all don't want to talk about his veneers. This man came fresh out the Caucasus Mountains. He was born in the Caucasus Mountains. Yeah. Don't mind me. Don't mind the energy. But I'm going to give Mr. Abercrombie and Finch, I'm going to give Mr. Michael Jeffrey the same energy y'all give P. Diddy. Sex traffic. Yeah, absolute nasty work. I'm talking full-on sex trafficking ring. Predator. Yeah, Russell Simmons. Yeah, we got a bunch of them. But we ain't heard nothing about Mr. Michael Jeffries, Abercrombie and Finch. Yeah, the CEO. Y'all ain't stopped buying Abercrombie and Finch. Let's see what we got here.
By a house he co-owns with his wife in Fishers Island, New York. Jeffries will be fitted with a GPS ankle monitor and restricted to his home on Palm Beach. The indictment states that Jeffries, his life partner Matthew Smith, and an employee of theirs used their power, wealth, and Jeffries' position at Abercrombie to entice more than a dozen young male model hopefuls to attend parties where they were forced into sex acts.
You want to be a Abercrombie and French model? Well, we're going to get you to the sex party, and we're going to force you into sex. Listen, man, this right here need to wake you up. It should wake you up. Y'all we ain't heard Charlemagne the God. We ain't heard The Breakfast Club. We ain't heard Shannon Sharp. We ain't heard Cam Newton. We ain't heard Mason Betha and Camera. We ain't heard DJ Academics. We ain't heard none of y'all. Not one of y'all. Not one content creator is talking about Mr. Michael Jeffries, Abercrombie and Finch himself. Nobody. See? And everything that's happening right now should be waking you up. Should be sparking your third eye. Should make you see through the smoke and mirrors. All of these people, all of these celebrities talking down on Diddy, but they ain't saying nothing about Mr. They all know him. Trust me. You might not know him. Megan Thee Stallion know him. Huh? Glorilla. Huh? Cardi B. They all know Michael Jeffries. They all know who this guy is. But see the celebrities, they got to get paid to come out. You already heard. I'm going to talk about that 20, 40, 60, 80 million dollars that Kamala Dick Harris paid those celebrities. So we already know. You should already know celebrities. You can't depend on the celebrities. They only come out when it's a check involved. Oh, we going to go live about that. Kamala Dick Harris, we ain't done with you. I thought it was very peculiar that all of these celebrities was just coming out. Well, you know what? $5 million. Hey, Mr. GMB TV, we love your content, man. We've been checking you out, and you know that the presidential election is coming up, and I'm not gonna lie, we would love for you, Mr. GMB TV, we would love for you to just come out and say a few words at a rally for Miss Kamala Dick Harris, Milwaukee. We're doing Milwaukee next. Would you mind? We'll fly you out first class. We got about 1.2. We got about 1.2 million for you, Mr. GMB TV. Go. No problem, Mister. Go ahead and think about it. 2.5, and we got it. 2.5. 1.2. 1.3. 2.5 it is, Mr. GMB TV. Guess what, Miss Kamala Dick Harris? If you would have called me, I would have got up there and read that teleprompter for you. I would have did that for about two. She paid Megan Thee Stallion $5 million. Huh? Gave all of them a couple of million. We gonna talk about. My point is, y'all can't trust these celebrities. They only gonna talk when they get paid. They only gonna step out when it's a check. That's what make Grown Man Business TV so powerful. That's what make Grown Man Business TV, this platform right here, my platform that I made on their platform, to smush it in their face. I make them eat it every time, homie. I use their platform against them. That's why y'all come over here to this channel. I don't just say it's pure dope, straight off the brick into the bottles. I don't say that for no reason. Yeah, man, Kamala Dick Harris, go ahead and send me 3.5. If you got 3.5, I will make my way to the rally. And guess what? I would have got up there and make the deposit. I would have blew the back end. Make sure 1.5 is in my account before I come. The other 1.5, I'm going to blow it because I'm going to get up there and I'm going to talk that truth. I'm going to get right on your platform, right in your rally, and I'm going to tell the people it's all a fraud. This is fake news. That's what I would have did. You went against the guidelines, Mr. Grown Man Business TV. The back end is no good. We're not going to send the back end. No problem. Keep that. That 1.5 is already in my account. I'm going to eat that. That's gone. That's good money. The celebrities are compromised. That's why y'all come to Grown Man Business TV. And listen, we not going to even make it about celebrities right now, because right now we've made it about Michael Jeffries, Mr. Abercrombie and Finch himself. Abercrombie and Finch. Hold on. Yeah, this, man. I'm telling you, man. Don't make me do it. Salute to the chat, man.
Wealth and Jeffries' position at Abercrombie to entice more than a dozen young male model hopefuls. Position at Abercrombie to entice more than a dozen young male model hopefuls to attend parties where they were forced into sex acts. Wealth and Jeffries' position at Abercrombie to entice more than a dozen young male model hopefuls to attend parties where they were forced into sex acts. Wealth and Jeffries' position at Abercrombie to entice more than a dozen young male model hopefuls to attend parties where they were forced into sex acts.
Now look, they saying this. They use this wealth at Abercrombie and Finch to entice young male models to come to and be taken advantage of at sex parties. And the whole time they saying this, he walking to the goddamn car. He going home. Yo, the whole time. Kush Boy 420. I did my due diligence. I did my research. George Soros and a few other people gave Kamala Dick Harris $1 billion. She ran $1 billion campaign where she paid for her interviews. She paid Oprah Winfrey, the Harpo production. She paid them $1 million. She paid everybody some millions. And the one that stood out to me the most was Megan. She gave Megan $5 million to pop that coochie out there in Atlanta. And we're gonna do a whole live stream on this. It get deep, it get wicked, and it's always deep in the rap. But what I'm trying to tell you is, as they're telling you that he has an international sex traffic ring, as they're telling you that this guy used his power at Abercrombie and Finch as the CEO, he used his power to entice young male models that have homosexual activities at these parties and take advantage of them and lie to them and promise them a career and then bust up in their back or he was busting back open, and then he was doing that. This guy, the whole time they telling you he walking off into a goddamn G-Wagon. That's a G-Wagon right there. That's a cocaine white AMG 63 G-Wagon right here is what he's walking. This is a $250,000 AMG G-Wagon truck he's walking to. He got the dog fur everywhere. He got the Secret Service escorting him. As they're telling you, he has an international sex trafficking ring. As he's being walked off into a goddamn limousine G-Wagon right here. And you want me to talk bad about Puff Daddy. You want me to disrespect P. Diddy. You want me to turn my back on the culture. Free R. Kelly, homie. I listen to R. Kelly music. I don't care how you feel about it. Step in the name of love. Step in the name of love. I ain't even gonna try to hit that note, Kelly. I want Kelly out of jail. It's time to go to war. It's time. I don't care. I don't care. I don't care about the paint, what you think he did. I don't care about the picture that they painted for him. I don't care about the narrative that you believe. I don't care. Free R. Kelly, homie. Free Tory Lanez. Free Puff Daddy. Honeycomb himself. Free P. Diddy. If Michael Jefferies, the CEO of Abercrombie and Finch, had an international sex trafficking ring and he could be released on a $10 million bail, which is pennies to these dudes, then they need to free our people, homie. Yeah, they need to free our people. They need to free our people, man. Is what I don't want to hear none of that. I don't want to hear it, man. And I'm gonna talk this talk. I'm gonna stand on this because again, ain't nobody. Now watch this. Watch this. Watch these content creators follow suit because they all watch my moves, homie, and that's okay. Imitation is the highest form of flattery. I don't feel no way. I would hope that y'all will take this topic and expand on it. I would hope that y'all would take this topic and go, yeah, I know y'all. A lot of them is watching. They be lurking. I ain't mad at that. I don't do it for that. Integrity over content. Y'all might want to talk about Mike Jeffries, the Abercrombie and Finch CEO in the international sex trafficking ring. Free R. Kelly, man. Free Kels, man. I will go to an R. Kelly concert. That is the king of R&B. I will go to an R. Kelly concert. Step in the name of love. And I know there's a man. I want to play this shit. It's copyright infringement. Step in the name of love. Step in the name of love. Give you a taste of that right there. Step in the name of love. Step in the name of love. Move in the name of love. Move in the name of love. Nigga numbers drop. Okay, I try to give y'all a taste. I want R. Kelly. Bring R. Kelly. Free R. Kelly, man. Yeah, word to word. I had to give y'all a taste of the. I miss R. Kelly, man. Free that man.
To anyone who thinks they can exploit and coerce others by using the so-called casting couch system, this case should serve as a warning. Prepare to trade that couch for a bed in federal prison.
Prosecutors say Jeffries used the promise of being an Abercrombie model to coerce the men into sex, often using drugs. The indictment says their employees scouted the young men from across the world and invited them to parties where they were then forced into having sex with Jeffries and Smith and others.
Don't that sound familiar? You know, these higher ups, these wealthy men that use their leverage, that use their celebrity and coerce people to have sex, to enter into to play into these sex parties, and then they force them to do, you know, homosexual activity with this guy and that guy. Don't that sound familiar? Don't that sound like exactly what they said about Puff Daddy in the music industry? They said Puffy would use his power in the music industry, and he would use his celebrity to coerce these women and coerce these men to come to these parties and engage. The only difference is they said him and his close acquaintance would scout young boys from across the world. Across the world, and invite them to these sex events where they would force them and coerce them and bait them with job opportunities for sexual favors. I'm telling you, man. I'm telling you, bro. You got to be able to understand what's going on here. International. They would, man, these dudes would scout little boys all over the globe. I like that one. Oh, he's in Germany. Reach out to him. Send him a DM in German. Oh, I like that one. He's from Scotland. Oh, Scotland. Fly him in. This is 10 times worse than Puff Daddy, but he got a bail and Puffy's still in jail. Yeah, Aboriginal man, exactly, man. The loss of freedom, bro. The loss of freedom, bro. On a land where these Caucasians been doing this type of shit for hundreds of years. The loss of freedom where the globe was built on this type of activity. I gotta be honest, it's their turn to rule until it's not. And in their turn to rule, they implemented all type of all type of fuckery into the atmosphere, into the matrix, into this realm, and then we go to jail. And I ain't saying it's right, man. I ain't saying Diddy, you know what I'm saying, should have did what he was doing. I ain't saying that. But why Diddy can't go through trial at home with his family? Why would they raid Diddy house with the federal agents? Why would they put guns to Diddy kid when Diddy is charged for sexual parties? And then this man gets escorted. It's really time to go to war about this. But I gotta be careful how I deliver the message up here. But it's really time to go to war about this. When they lock, I don't care if you like him or not. Nigga worth $1 billion. His sons and all of them, it's time to go to war. Don't just go to war with Meek Mills. I'm talking real war. See, y'all want to run down on Meek Mills, but y'all want to get smitten and y'all want to be humble when the white man come around. When that dog fur come around. Y'all ain't running down on the dog fur. Y'all ain't said one thing about Mike Jeffrey. See, instead of running down on Meek Mill, I'm talking to, Christian Combs and, all Puffy's little sons and his kids and all of that. Instead of running down on Meek Mills, how about y'all do a press conference on Mike Jeffries and ask the world? Do a press conference. Hey, we got some things we want to talk to the public about. We want to have public opinion. Everybody knows what's going on with our father, but we have been aware and we have been notified that Michael Jeffries, the CEO of Abercrombie and Finch, has been released on $10 million bail. $10 million, that's it. Went home, laid up with his wife. Probably, he didn't say he can't have company. He's probably having little boys flown out. And my dad, Puff Daddy, Honeycomb, Mr. Baby Oil himself, he can't get a bail, he can't get a bond, he can't fight his case. Y'all crucified Puffy, and he ain't even been found guilty yet. It don't matter what the white man. You dudes some jigaboos, man. Y'all some boot shiners, man. Nasty work. It don't matter what the white man does. Shut up, man. Shut up. Shut up, homie. You ain't never, man, shut up, man. Nasty work. Nasty work, man. And again, man, the numbers say the dope is pure. The dope I'm going to give y'all is pure dope. You got to be careful. I'm not stepping on this pure dope right here, straight off the brick into the bottles. So my numbers is levitating. We going up. And I ain't even, because when I come to y'all, y'all already know what I'm about to do. I ain't really coming to play no games when it come to this YouTube. I'm not doing that. Listen to this shit. Open your ears, man.
Prosecutors say Jeffries used the promise of being an Abercrombie model to coerce the men into sex, often using drugs. The indictment says their employees scouted the young men from across the world and invited them to parties where they were then forced into having sex with Jeffries and Smith and others. Prosecutors say Jeffries used the promise of being an Abercrombie model to coerce the men into sex, often using drugs. The indictment says their employees scouted the young men from across the world and invited them to parties where they were then forced into having sex with Jeffries and Smith and others.
One more time.
Prosecutors say Jeffries used the promise of being an Abercrombie model to coerce the men into sex, often using drugs. The indictment says their employees scouted the young men from across the world and invited them to parties where they were then forced into having sex with Jeffries and Smith and others.
Jeffries and Smith.
Now I wanna ask y'all this question. You think Mike Jeffries about to give y'all a public apology? Oh, you think they gonna let Michael Jeffries set his phone up with a tripod out there in his backyard of his mansion, over there on Billionaire Island out there in Miami, and he gonna look at y'all and say, I was going through a hard time. Oh, I was mean, I was bad, I was a monster, and I'm sorry. You think he about to do what Puff Daddy did? You think he about to get it? They don't care. See, this is what you gotta respect about it. They gonna have they sex parties, and they gonna say it is what it is, and it'll be what it's gonna be. You ask Michael Jeffrey, he gonna tell you, yo, it is what it is, and it'll be what it's gonna be. It get deep, it get wicked, and it's always deeper than rap. That's what he gonna tell y'all. Y'all got P. Diddy. And yes, P. Diddy was gorilla pimping. I don't call it abuse. When you doing it on that level with a woman that loves it, with a woman like Cassie that loved the lifestyle, loved to get high, loved to get drunk, loved to talk smack, loved to have that freaky, yeah. She was picking out the male prostitutes to bust her back out. Diddy wasn't picking out the prostitutes. Diddy didn't point. She went on the app. She said, I like that one. Diddy ordered. So on that level, it's called gorilla pimping. Oh, bitch, we gonna have rough sex. I'm gonna hit you with a vase, kick you down, bust your back out. We gonna snort some of this pink powder. We gonna go to sleep. And when we wake up, we're gonna do it all over again. And sometime I'm gonna give you a break. Take you on a yacht. I'll black your eye. Yeah. But bitch, I told you. But you gonna love it. Bitch, you gonna love it. Why you think she ain't? You gonna love it. It's called gorilla pimping. He was gorilla pimping. I mean it. He gave her $30 million. He paid his debt to society. He paid his debt to society. 30. Everybody, all 226 in the chat, take a small ass whooping in a hotel for $30 million. Nothing sexual. You don't let Diddy smack you down, throw a vase at you, kick you, Pull your hair down. Yeah, all on camera. You do it on camera. Chase you down the hallway in the towel and all that. You know, got the baby oil all on him. He chase you down and shit, you know, kick you, smack you down. Bitch, I told you, bitch. You cut the check for 30 million. Shit, bitch. You know what I do with 30 million, right? But shit. You know what I do with, boy, shit. I buy 50, 60 trucks. Put them all on the road. Shit. 2 million a month. You understand? I take a small ass. So he was wrong. These guys they doing that times 10. And these dudes ain't bowing down. This a part of their culture. This what they do. This is the Vatican right here. This is Rome right here. This is what they do. So instead of let me give you some game. Instead of, you know, getting on the internet, apologizing, saying, please don't judge me. Maybe I need rehab. I was in a dark place. Instead of that, he gonna get a $10 million bail and he gonna walk off to that AMG right there. The big dog Benz, that's the box right there. That's the chicken box Hova was talking about. The AMG 63 right there. The Brodus. Yeah, he gonna walk to the Brodus right there. Yeah, he gonna walk. He not gonna. Hey, he not gonna apologize. But he's gonna got the judge said, I know your lawyer. He's very good. Mr. Mike Jefferies said, good. He said, that's good to know. He said, that's good to know. He said, yeah, I'm gonna give you $10 million bond. You know, you pay $1 million to the Bell's bondsman. Okay? You good with that? I'm good with that. Okay, hey, the U.S. Marshals, escort that man to his Brodus out there, his AMG Benz right there. Make sure he gets home safe. Hey, no, make sure he gets home safe, man. And then you got the black community striking on Diddy, talking, y'all niggas talking, you go and put your fucking Tommy Hilfiger shirt on, your Amiri jeans, your Balenciaga shit. You don't worry about what they doing. You don't worry about what Gucci is doing. Balenciaga, you don't care about that. You're going to spend hundreds of thousands of dollars on predators, pedophiles, child molesters, satanic, demonic people. Balenciaga is demonic. Yo, I got a pair of Balenciaga shoes upstairs. This was when I was in my designer, you know, my designer bag, right? I bought a pair of Balenciaga shoes. Them joints was like $1,400, right? The big chits, the spaceman Balenciaga, them joints, right? Them shits was mad expensive. I bought them. This shit was $1,400. Them shits was spaceman boot, like sneakers, right? I bought a Jeffries shirt. That shit was $500. One shirt like this, the shit was $500, black. And I was like, man, I ain't really into the designer no more, right? And y'all know me, this is Grown Man Business TV. Something in my mind was like, look into these designers. Like, it was something about buying that shirt. It wasn't even the Balenciaga shoes, it was the shirt. That Jeffries shirt, that shit was $500. I don't know why I bought it. I had the money. And I just wanted to feel that shit. You know, you go on Neiman Marcus and, you know, but it just never, I'm not one of them. It never felt right to me, right? I started looking into them. All of them demonic. When I saw the ad for Balenciaga, I knew for a fact I would never. I'm surprised people still wear Balenciagas. Yeah. I can't bullshit you. I spent like $300-400 on some J's, 2-3 pair of Jordans. I spent like $900 on some off-white joints, some off-white sneakers. I forgot the name of the sneakers. My Valentinos, them shits was $500. I was in a certain portion of my life. This was recent, maybe like a couple of years ago. You know, you got a big bag, man. You got a, you know, like $250,000 cash. You know what I mean? You got like $250,000. that you could touch right now. It's right in your bank account. You know what I'm saying? It don't feel crazy when you're doing it, but once you do it, for me, it turned me off instantly. Like, I knew it wasn't for me. You know what I'm saying? Like, I just was like, this shit is dumb. Like, this shit is dumb. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't care if I had $20 million. It's just dumb, bro. Like, this shit is dumb. But I did it though. And my point is, Abercrombie and Finch, the CEO, has been running a sex traffic ring, an international sex traffic ring, and people still wear his shirts. Balenciaga had an ad with little kids in it, doing like some weird shit with little kids, and people still wear their clothes. I got a pair of my Balenciagas is in my closet right now. I ain't touching them. I'm thinking about selling them. I might make some money off the motherfuckers. You know what I'm saying? That's kind of what I'm thinking about doing. I just thought about that. Why not get a band off the motherfuckers real quick? Get 1,000, lose 400, get 1,000 off. Give me 1,000. You feel me? My Da Vinci shirt, I'm gonna keep that. I paid for it. Salute to the chat, man. Salute to the chat. Diddy got on live. He looked like he been crying all night. He looked stressed out. He looked drained. And he apologized. And y'all criticized and y'all scrutinized and y'all critiqued his apology. Y'all said it was fake. Y'all said it was AI. Y'all spit in his face. Y'all spit in his hand. Y'all told him he was the worst of the worst. And now we got this guy right here that nobody heard of. Abercrombie and goddamn Fitch. I'm on to you, homie. I ain't gonna let you live, my G. Yeah, I ain't gonna let you live, Mr. Abercrombie and Fitch. I'm gonna tell my people what you did. I'm not gonna let you. I'm gonna let my people know what you did.
Say Jeffries used the promise of being an Abercrombie model to coerce the men into sex.
A goddamn Neanderthal. That right there is the dog fur. That is a prime example of the dog furring. Yeah, that's a prime example of what the dog, look at the eyebrow. This is a caveman right here. A real life caveman, a real life reptilian right here. Mike Jeffries. I want you to Google him. Do your own research. Mike Jeffries. A real life caveman. Abercrombie and Fitch CEO. Arrested on sex trafficking charges. That's him. That's a fucking caveman right here.
Often using drugs. The indictment says their employees scouted the young men from across the world and invited them to parties where they were then forced into having sex with Jeffries and Smith and others.
Scouted them. Come on, baby. I ain't gotta keep doing this with y'all. We gonna keep it 100. Spoken facts. What did you? Appreciate that. Appreciate that sub, man. Pure dope when you come. This is pure dope. This is YouTube right here. But something led you to Grown Man Business TV. You know, the algorithm is going to try to shadow ban this. But one thing I learned from being a hustler is that pure dope sells itself. The pure dope is going to sell itself. I ain't got to put it in one of them Zaza bags for you. I ain't got to tell you, yo, look at the bag. Look how you smell it. This is the Za. It's going to smoke good. I ain't got to do that. All I got to do is sell you something, just a small piece. You going to smoke it. And you're going to know that this is the purest dope on YouTube. And guess what? You're going to come back. And you're going to come back again. And my numbers say that. My returning subscribers. My returning audience. You're going to come back to that pure dope. So salute to you. And salute to everybody in the chat. Make sure you hit the like button. Make sure you subscribe to the channel. We going live tomorrow. We're going to talk more about Kamala Dick Harris and what she did with that $1 billion. But that's a whole nother, even with that, we not gonna do that. Shorty ain't black. Kamala wasn't black. That is a Asian woman that's married to a Jewish man. You know why Kamala Dick Harris married that Jewish man? Because her culture won't allow her to marry a black man. She can have fun with a black man. She can have sex with, Montel Jordan and all them dudes that was running through her back in the day. Bucking out her back. Oh, yeah, she was for the streets. Niggas was hitting her off. But you got to ask yourself, why would she marry a white man with wooden teeth? Yeah, her husband got wooden teeth, homie. I can't lie, I ain't making this up. I can't make this up now. Her husband teeth look like George Washington. We're going to talk more about Kamala Dick Harris tomorrow. But her husband got wooden teeth like George Washington. Why would she marry her? You know, she's a beautiful woman. She's not a black woman, but she's a gorgeous woman. Why would she marry a white man like that with wooden teeth like George Washington? So we're going to talk about Kamala Dick Harris. But for right now, I don't even want to waste no time on her while we got this man right here, Mr. Abercrombie and Finch himself. Let's listen to this, man. Let's listen to this.
Jeffries and Smith employed James Jacobson to act as a recruiter to find men. Jacobson engaged in, quote, tryouts with men across the world where he would typically pay them to engage in sex acts with him.
The indictment follows civil lawsuits alleging the same charges.
Hey, yo, the whole time he walked into the car. Yo, that was deep. Yo, that was deep what that man just said about him, bro. That was deep. Listen to this shit again. Hold on, we're going to talk about this again. Listen to this shit. Listen to this again. Listen to this.
To having sex with Jeffries and Smith and others.
Jeffries and Smith employed James Jacobson to act as a recruiter to find men. Jacobson engaged in, quote, tryouts with men across the world where he would typically pay them to engage in sex acts with him.
The indictment follows civil lawsuits alleging the same charges. One of those plaintiffs, David Bradbury.
So today marks a big step forward on behalf of David Bradbury and the other survivors in this action. The arrest this morning served as a validation in their bravery for coming forward and sharing their stories and experiences, and our law firm looks forward to continue representing all survivors of abuse and ensuring that all parties are held responsible.
Jeffries will be able to go home to his Palm Beach condo tonight. His partner must remain behind bars until marshals take him to New York to be arraigned, and their employee was also arrested in Wisconsin. Jeffries will be able to go home to his Palm Beach condo tonight. His partner must remain behind bars until marshals take him to New York to be arraigned, and their employee was also arrested in Wisconsin. Jeffries will be able to go home to his Palm Beach condo tonight. His partner must remain behind bars until marshals take him to New York to be arraigned, and their employee was also arrested in Wisconsin.
Now look at the dog fur right here. Look how they lay that dog fur down. They brush. I'm talking like a golden retriever, like a sheepdog. Like a Labrador, like a golden retriever, like a Shih Tzu. A Shih Tzu is on her head right now. Look how they lay that dog fur down. Look how they lay that dog fur down. And look how see, when they talking, she said he going home to his house. He going home to his Palm Spring, Malibu mansion. But when it's Diddy they talking about, oh, he's an animal. Puff Daddy, P. Diddy, Baby Oil himself was denied bail today. He will try again next week. Oh, Puff Daddy is trying for bail for the second time. He's been denied for the second. Oh, Puff Daddy is trying for bail for the third goddamn time. And Diddy, Mr. Baby Oil himself, has been denied bail for the third time. For the third time, right? But when we talking about the dog fur, when we talking about Mike Jeffries, Mr. Abercrombie and Finch himself, this what the lady got to say. Look at the man right here.
Jeffries will be able to go home to his Palm Beach condo tonight. His partner must will be able to go home to his Palm Beach condo tonight. His partner must remain behind. Be able to go home to his Palm Beach condo tonight. Jeffries will be able to go home to his Palm Beach condo tonight. Jeffries will be able to go home to his Palm Beach condo tonight. Jeffries will be able to go home to his Palm Beach condo tonight. His partner must remain behind bars until marshals take him to New York to be arraigned, and their employee was also arrested in Wisconsin. Jeffries will be able to go home to his Palm Beach condo tonight. His partner must remain behind bars until marshals take him to New York to be arraigned, and their employee was also arrested in Wisconsin. In West Palm Beach, Terry Parker, WPBF 25 News.
So Mr. Jeffrey going home tonight. He gonna go home. He gonna get in his hot tub. He gonna wash that dog fur. You know that dog fur. It smell like Sassoon shampoo and Newport 100s. I'm sure Mr. Jeffries is smoking his Marlboro Lights. Oh, he gonna wash his dog fur tonight. He gonna shed his dog fur. He gonna brush it, and he gonna have a nice, beautiful night. And the whole time, Puff Daddy P Diddy Comb ain't seen a bottle of baby oil in 3 goddamn months. P Diddy, Mr. Baby Oil, Mr. Honeycomb himself, he ain't seen a bottle of Palmer's cocoa butter in 3 goddamn months. I bet you Puff Daddy ashy. I bet you he ashy than a month. Boy, he ashy is all outside, boy. Puffy Comb, Mr. Honeycomb, Mr. Baby Oil himself, he ashy is all outside. Yo, Puffy probably looking a little gray, right? He got that gray tint on him. You know when you used to putting on that Palmer's cocoa butter. They put your ass in jail. They give you that Ivory Spring soap, that green Ivory Spring. It suck all the juices out your skin. It suck all the moisture out your skin, and you turn gray. I'm giving y'all some game. Stay out of jail, youngster. You don't want to go to jail. They gonna give you a bar of that Ivory Spring soap, that pure Ivory Spring. This ain't the store-bought Ivory Spring. This is pure industrial Ivory Spring soap, and they gonna give it to you. Here you go. They gonna tell you, go take a shower down there in that hard-ass shower water coming out the sewer. I'm talking goddamn 200-year-old sewer pipes. That water gonna hit you, boom, boom, your water hot, it's hard. You washing up with that pure Ivory Springs, and it suck all the juices out your body. It suck all the moisturizer out you, and guess what? You turn gray. Yeah, it gets like a gray tint. You can't, it's an ashy gray tint that it's hard to get off. You need Palmer's, you need cocoa butter to get that tint off you. And Diddy ain't had a bottle of baby oil in 90 days, 3 months. But Mr. Abercrombie and Finch, he get to go home. He get to hug his kids. He get to engage in more sex trafficking. He get to engage in more little models. He told the motherfucking judge, bitch, that's good to know. That's good to know, boss. You know my lawyer? Okay, that's cool. That's good to know. Now you know what to do. Big salute to the chat, man. Big salute to everybody that's tapped in. I want y'all to do your due diligence. I want y'all to look into Michael Jeffries. I want you to ask yourself why nobody ain't talking about this active case. This ain't something that happened 3 years ago, 5, 10, 20. This shit is happening right now. He is in a federal indictment of international sex trafficking right now. The CEO of Abercrombie and Finch, Mr. Michael Jeffries. And don't nobody know about it. Ask yourself these questions. When you watching Shannon Sharp, when you watching Cam and Mace. See, one thing for sure, let me tell you something about these content creators. Let me tell you something about these celebrities, right? And especially Cam and Mace. And this is no hate, because it is what it is and it'll be what it's going to be. And I was saying that before they even had the show, It Is What It Is. I was saying it is what it is and it'll be what it's going to be years ago. Years ago, way before they had that podcast. This ain't no hate, but I don't like how certain content creators paint the narrative like they rebels, like they built like that, like they go against the establishment, like they say what they want. See, Cameron is allowed to say nigga. He's allowed to talk crazy about black people, just like Charleston White. But even a Charleston White to a Cameron to a Mace, they know better. They know them Jewish people. They know the insider. They know what's going on in the industry. And even a Charleston White won't run his mouth the wrong way ever again. Those dudes is imposters. Those dudes is frauds. Those dudes get a check from the same dude that sits down and gets invited to parties with Mr. Abercrombie and Finch himself. You think the dudes that's paying Mason Cam don't attend these parties? See, y'all was so worried about who go to the Diddy party. Well, find out who's going to the Abercrombie and Finch party, the international sex ring. Who been going to those parties? I bet you Cam and Mace won't say those names. I bet you Charleston White won't say those names. Let me go to a higher level. I bet you Cat Williams won't say those names. I ain't impressed with Cat Williams. I ain't impressed with that. You said everybody except Abercrombie and Finch. You said everybody name except Mike Jeffries, homie. You didn't fool Grown Man Business TV. Yeah, pardon the passion in this. Pardon my passion, homie, and I do not digress. I'm going to keep it up. I'm going to keep my foot on the pedal, the gas to the floor. That's it. Yeah, Cam and Mace, Cat Williams, Shannon Sharp, Charleston White. Fraudulent. Puppets. Just another paid actor, nigga. Just another paid actor. Charleston White, he get the money, but you saw what they did to Charleston White when he was talking about them people. When he was talking about them Japanese people. When he was talking about them other people. You saw what they did to him. They crippled Charleston White. They crippled him. They took his channel. They took that money. They took that fame. And they buck broke Charleston White. He's been buck broken. So Charleston White ain't gonna talk crazy about them no more. He know better. Yeah, Charleston. Yeah, I'm talking to Charleston White. He know better. He's a puppet. He's a Sambo. He's a boot shiner. He don't want no smoke with no real revolutionary. He don't want no smoke with no real rebel. He got the, oh yeah, I do this for the church. Shut up, boy, what? I would have caught you in that barber shop. Your eyeball would have came out. Yeah, I'd have had your eyeball, or your wife would have been trying to pick your eyeball up. Yeah. I don't know what homie was thinking. I would have caught you. I saw you in that barber shop. Charleston White is a fraud, homie. Shannon Sharp, Cam Newton, Mason, all of them. $1 million worth of lane. $1 million worth of lane. The same dudes that had Gilly and Wallow signing those contracts, crying, oh. Those same dudes, them dog fur having people, they attend the parties with Mr. Abercrombie and Finch. Mr. Mike Jeffries. All of them already knew who Mike Jeffries was before I knew who Mike Jeffries was. But I speak on them and they don't. They don't. Put a chain around Charleston White neck. Put some money in his pocket. Put a bracelet on him. And he'll eat cock. He'll boot shine. He'll bootlick. Yeah. Give him a contract. $1 million worth of lane. Put it on the table. Tell him when y'all sign these contracts, you make sure you hold this alcohol. You promote this Amsterdam vodka. Yeah, you do that. You do that. Same dude cut that check, took a private plane, and got with Mr. Abercrombie and Finch. Huh? Cam, Mace, always talking about nigga this and nigga that. But the same dudes that's in the background that's paying you, they attend. They don't go to Diddy parties. That's for the puppets, homie. That's for y'all. They don't attend Diddy party. They attend Mike Jeffrey parties, Mr. Abercrombie and Finch parties. That's where they go to. Where they internationally sex traffic. Where they scout little models, little boys from globally across the globe, and they fly them in and they do test runs. That's what he just said, test runs, where they test them out. Bust that back open. Oh, you want to be an Abercrombie and Finch model? Would you like to? Okay, sex event. That's what they call it for those guys. It's a freak off for Diddy, but it's a sex event. I'm not lying to you. I wouldn't lie to you. I wouldn't lie to you. I wouldn't lie to you. This guy right here has sex events Look right here.
Men into sex, often using drugs.
Look.
The indictment says their employees scouted the young men from across the world and invited them to parties where they were then forced into having sex with Jefferies
Sex
and
events.
Smith and others.
Jeffries and Smith employed James Jacobson to act as a recruiter to find men. Jacobson engaged in, quote, tryouts with men.
They was trying them buttocks out. They was clapping cheeks, bucking out they back. Hey, little boy, this is a tryout. You want to bust your back open? We're going to try you out. We're going to make sure that you can handle this, because when we fly you out to one of these sex events, we need to know that that back is willing to be bucked out. Like a Tampa Bay Buccaneer. We're going to buck out your back like a Tampa Bay Buccaneer. Oh, don't worry. Don't worry, we got the baby oil. We taught P. Diddy how to use the baby oil. Where you think he got the game from? Abercrombie and Finch. The higher-ups and the elites. These rappers, these content creators, Casanet, man, I could go down the list. I could go down a list of these frauds, these puppets, these bootlickers, paid actors, homie. Yeah, you feel the difference when you come to Grown Man Business TV. You feel the difference. You feel it. This is pure dope, straight off a brick into the bottles, homie. I got bricks over here. I'ma bag every brick up. I don't sell weight. I'ma put that shit in a bottle. Come and get it. All of y'all is frauds. I ain't gonna call, listen. I believe Mav Hoffa is right behind them. I believe Mav Hoffa is being, Mav Hoffa, that strike is off my channel, homie. And you ain't did enough in the industry. They gonna put you in position. They tried to get you at that BET party, Mr. Mav Hoffa. That's why they had you hosting the BET red carpet. I don't believe you did the do when you hosted the BET Black, because you would already, trust me, it's more than 1 million views, homie. It's bigger than rap. It's deeper than rap. They'd have had your ass riding around in Lambos if they would have clapped your lamb chops, boy. I'm going to say that again. It's deeper than rap. It's bigger than 1 million views. Mav Hoffa, when you was out there at BET hosting the BET red carpet, you would be riding in Lambos if they would have clapped your lamb chops. But I don't think they clapped your lamb chops. Not yet. Hey, listen to me. China Brim, be careful, homie. I see what you doing. I see where you trying to go. Be careful, homie. Be careful. All that apologizing you doing, you know, you want to sit in the chair. You want the dude at Mav Hoffa's podcast to make sure that the chair say China Brim on it. You want a name on the barber seat. But I'm going to tell you something, China Brim. You one of them gangsters that came up out of, we all know you was in jail. You the one they like the most. Dude that did 20 years in jail. Dude that's gangster, that used to cut people, that got cut. You the one they gonna try to slip. They gonna try to clap your lamp. Be careful, China Brim. And you know I rock with you, but I see what you doing. All these content creators is frauds, homie. They ain't built like me. They don't talk like all the way to everybody. Mr. Abercrombie and Finch, he was doing tryouts. Diddy, he was having Diddy parties. He was using baby oil. He was GHB in the baby oil. He was spiking the lemonade, freaking you off. Mr. Abercrombie and Finch had a whole team. He had a whole roster of employees that would scout little boys all over the globe. He would fly him out and he would have tryouts where he bucked their back out, let his man buck his back out. Maybe he sit back and watch his man buck his little man back out. And he tell him at the end, you made the cut. Oh, you passed the tryout. You more than ready. We're going to have you fly out to a sex event. And they all take turns bucking his back. He got a $10 million bond. Until y'all start saying they name, I don't believe you. You need more people. Hey, Aboriginal man. I believe he took the oath as well. I believe that Mav Hoffa took the oath. I'm almost 100% sure Mav Hoffa took the oath. When he went through what he went through with Hassan Campbell, that was the humiliation ritual. They didn't know. And Mav didn't know, but the higher ups and the elites knew that Haas was going to flame Mav Hoffa. When his wife told all his business, told Champ all what he was doing, when we found out that Mav Hoffa had a fling with Javante Misfit Tank Davis. Yeah. Misfit was looking like Tank Davis, and Mav Hoffa was laying down with a woman that looked like a man. When all that got exposed, that was the humiliation ritual. That was the oath right there. After that, if you notice, Mav Hoffa made it to 1 million subscribers after that. He made it to 1 million subscribers, but his views and his numbers don't add up. Mav Hoffa made it to 1 million subscribers, but his views on his channel, the views on his videos, the views on his live streams do not add up. He got 1 million+ subscribers. He do a video that don't even do 20,000 views. His videos don't even do 40,000 views. He ain't dropped a video that did 100,000 views in a while, but he got 1 million subscribers. He took the oath, but he ain't bust that back open yet. He ain't swimming that Diddy oil yet. He ain't had a bottle of that Diddy juice. He ain't sipped champagne with Diddy. That's the part they missing. And I'm telling you, China, I see it. I'm watching, homie. I rock with you, China Brim. You know I rock with 050. You know how I feel about that. Bosses gonna rub shoulders with bosses. Ain't nobody build Grown Man Business channel up. Ain't nobody. I did this organically. So when I rub shoulders, it's because I'm rubbing shoulders with bosses. And China, they looking to break you, homie. I should have did a whole live stream about this. They looking to break China, I might still do it and go more in depth about it. But they looking to break China Brim, and it's looking like China want to sit on he want to sit there. He want to get on he want to sit down with Mav. He want to sit in the barber chair. He want to be introduced to the door. He's looking to take his channel to the next level, but that's not organic, my G. You and Mav Hoffa, that's not organic. China Brim, you apologizing and recording it and posting it is not organic. That is not why we cut 30,000 subscribers that you got. 30,000 out of that 50 did not come to your channel for that. We came to your channel for 050 the movement content, homie, at the highest level. I'm talking cocksucker. You a cock, yeah, all of that. We can't, that's what we come there for. That's where we could come to get that content. You apologizing, you bowing down, you been breaking and folding from, that's a whole nother live stream. That's a whole nother live stream because, yeah, they're going to buck break these content creators. They're going to buck break these rappers, these actors, these paid actors. Yeah, Cat Williams, Shannon Sharp, all of them. Mason Cam, $1 million worth of lame. They all going to get buck broken. But the whole time we watching them, we not watching the triple cross. This right here is the triple cross.
Men across the world where he would typically pay them to engage in sex acts with him.
The indictment follows civil lawsuits alleging the same charges. One of those plaintiffs, David Bradbury.
So today marks a big step forward on behalf of David Bradbury and the other survivors in this action. The arrest this morning served as a validation in their bravery for coming forward and sharing their stories and experiences, and our law firm looks forward to continue representing all survivors of abuse and ensuring that all parties are held responsible.
Jeffries will be able to go home to his Palm Beach condo. Jeffries will be able to go home to his Palm Beach condo. Jeffries will be able to go home to his Palm Beach condo. Jeffries will be able to go home to his Palm Beach condo tonight. His partner must remain behind bars until marshals take him to New York to be arraigned, and their employee was also arrested in Wisconsin. In West Palm Beach, Terry Parker, WPBF, 25 minutes. Jeffries will be able to go home to his Palm Beach condo. Jeffries will be able to go home to his Palm Beach condo. Jeffries will be able to go home to his Palm Beach condo tonight.
That's what we supposed to be looking at. So I was just giving game in China Brim. I was just speaking The real about these content creators who never talk about Mike Jeffries and those parties. You think they don't know about this? You think Mav Hoffa, Shannon Sharp, Cam and Mace, you think they don't get invited? You think the white men, that the dog fur having men that sign those $100 million contracts for Cam and Mace didn't invite them to the Abercrombie and Finch parties? They probably declined. I don't know. I wouldn't put it past them. But for some reason, they won't say his name. None of your favorite, I'm talking all the way down to academics, everybody, they will not say his name. And I'm guaranteeing I'm not the only one that know about this. So listen, man, you already know what time it is, man. It's your boy, Grown Man Business TV. You feel what I'm saying? Now listen, man, you can tap in or you can tap out, but you do know my slogan. You do know what I suggest. And I suggest you tap in. Listen, I suggest you tap into this grown man business. I suggest you tap into this grown man content at all times. You already know what it is. It's straight off the brick into the bottles. Straight off the brick into the bottles. Straight raw, pure, uncut, no extras, no preservatives. We not sugarcoat nothing, and we not dressing nothing up. I'm going to give you that game straight raw, pure dope. The purest dope on YouTube. Ain't nothing like this. Oh, that other shit sound good. It smoke pretty good. It get you high. You feel it. You like it. But when you hit this, you know, like, oh, wait, woo. Damn. Hey, GMB, look. Put a little cut on that, baby. Digress. Calm that down. This shit is hot. This is high power. This is high power right here, Grown Man Business TV. I'm going to keep giving it to you exactly like that. I'm not holding back. I'm not stopping. I don't care about the shadow ban. Integrity over content over here. It's integrity over content over here. We're going to grow this channel organically. Organically. We're not taking no shortcuts. And China Brim, don't take that shortcut, homie. Stand on your business. That 50,000 subscribers you got, that's stand on that. Don't do that, homie, to get to 100K. I know it's tempting. I got 26,000 subscribers. We on our way to 30,000 subscribers. I know how tempting it is to take a shortcut to get to that plaque. Don't do it, homie. Don't do it, homie. Why you think Mav got 1 million subscribers? Why you think Mav got 1 million subscribers and not one video do 20,000 views? Out of 1 million subscribers, you can't do the math. You can't see through the smoke and mirrors. You don't know what you looking at. Mav Hoffa, I said it, homie. You got over 1 million subscribers and not one video do 50,000. You don't even do 100,000 out of 1 million. Out of 1 million subscribers. You don't see the trap? You don't see the puppet strings hooked up to Mav Hoffa? It is what it is, and it'll be what it's gonna be, man. It is what it is. This niggas, man, what? Mav right at the door. He took the oath, but he took the oath, but he ain't take it. He ain't take it yet. He took the oath, but he ain't take the oath, not yet. They ready, they want to give him the oath. Yeah. One of these Abercrombie and Finch parties. Diddy is in jail. It would have been a Diddy party. I seen Conway the Machine in the bathtub with P. Diddy in a hot tub in thin-ass boxes with his nuts out, and P. Diddy was right there next to him. I seen it. So Mav, we already know what they lining Mav up to do. In China, I'm telling you, homie, don't fall for the Gat murders. Don't fall for the trick. Don't fall for the smoke and mirrors. Don't fall for the double cross. You better open up your eyes for the triple cross, homie. They're going to get you with the triple cross. That's what they're going to do. So listen, man, you already know what time it is, man. It's your boy, Grown Man Business TV. Feel what I'm saying? You can tap in, you can tap out, but you know my slogan. You know what I suggest, and I suggest you tap in, all right? Hit that like button. Hit that subscribe button. Make sure you are in tune with the channel. Make sure you're getting those notifications, all right? It is what it is, and it'll be what it's going to be.